What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BBB Gaming News channel. If you want to hear the other side of the news, subscribe and turn on notifications. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Twitch TV streamer Nadia and how she's been accused recently of cheating in Call of Duty Warzone. So, let's crack on with the news. Nadia is one of these new sensations, somebody who just blows up overnight, somebody who has blown up on TikTok and Twitch at the same time, but somehow seems to struggle on YouTube. YouTube being probably one of the biggest platforms in the world, especially when it comes to earning revenue. However, she seems to be struggling over there with only just under 4,000 subscribers. But she has somehow managed to hit over 500k on TikTok, and she's blew up overnight as well on Twitch. Now, this is somebody who has just turned up out of nowhere, very similar to many other creators such as Capture, such as Zedlana and others. Now, is Nadia cheating? Well, Call of Shame seem to think that Nadia is in fact using, or possibly using, multiple different ESP features, whether that be wall hacks on a second monitor, or a 2D radar overlapping her minimap on her actual first monitor. But they go into a lot of detail in their video, so we're going to run some of that through for you now.
She is, dropping 45 kills just over a week ago. She is proud of herself, and claimed a female world record. However, could only manage this, in a bot lobby of 0.67. Yet, the second best player in the game, had twice as many deaths than kills. Please, do me a favor. But there is a problem. How can an absolute nobody, who only started playing last year, blow up on Twitch? I believe there is a word to describe this, can you think of it? Don't worry, we will come back to this, a bit later on. Take a look at that blue line. Those are followers, it's all just very strange. They all arrived around July the 22nd, please remember this date, it's important. Now look here, at a recent tweet she did on June the 26th, promoting 100,000 followers on TikTok. Then, just over a month later, she makes another tweet. This time, she announced, she has now reached over 500,000. Did you notice the date? You guessed it, July 22nd. This is the same date as the massive Twitch spike. So, that's a rise of around 100,000 a week, and around 580 per hour. Have we been taken for a ride? Could she have used an illegal social media purchasing stunt to increase followers? It's cheap and easy, and most Warzone streamers do this. It's only $64 for 10,000 followers. Oh, by the way, for 2,000 viewers to populate your stream, it's just $79. I decided to research this. There is an option called a drip feed. You can set your total number of fake bots, and have them follow you, at so many per hour. This is probably why we see huge followers on Twitch, but low views on YouTube, as people need to actually watch your videos. I also don't like it when these highly suspicious e-girls place their webcam over the kill feed. It's deceitful and manipulative. Maybe place it here, like a professional Call of Duty player, Optic Scump for example. Nadia, the best female player in Warzone, as she likes to call herself, has no problem using the word female to boost her popularity. She has often competed in female-only tournaments and female-only games. Of course, not on this level, she just played from her bedroom on Twitter tournaments. Twitter went into meltdown when I called it Charlie's Angels. What am I supposed to draw from this image? Can you imagine if we turned that around? Just think of the outcry. Super sensitive, Captain Woke, Jake Lucky, would get his knickers in a twist. This video still gives me the creeps. This rat has not yet shown us her gaming setup, so we have never been able to examine the monitor positions. However, thanks to her lover, H. May, she took a photo of her when she spent the night, revealing for us her monitors. This can now be used to identify the monitor positions, height and how far she sits from the screen. And as we suspected, she sits directly in front of her monitor at arm's length. Ah, there is her famous second monitor to her left, and this is what we have a big problem with. We can now make an argument that she glances to this monitor to check her cheat software for enemy locations. This idea she has of using a mirror to show her gaming monitor is absolutely ridiculous. She is careful not to show the minimap. Now, thanks to this new footage, we can get a new perspective of just how far she looks, all from the comfort of her own bedroom. As with all mischievous e-girls, they always try to confuse the viewers. She has decided to invert her webcam, so her minimap and chat screen is now on her right. I am going to overlay her monitor setup to give you an idea of just what I believe she could be looking at. Her minimap is within her eye level. Based on the distance from the screen and height, there should be no need to look anywhere. She just can't keep her eyes on the gaming screen. She constantly glances right before pushing an enemy. In this example, just look at the amount of times she glances to another monitor. Is she tracking the location of a nearby enemy player?
Wait. They're on me. Hold on.
Open. Brett, maybe you can help Nadia out.
I got him.
Here is a cheater, with a 2D radar floating over his minimap. This gives the impression he is checking his minimap, when in fact it's a 2D radar. Now let's apply the same logic to Nadia? Could this explain why she checked her minimap 6 times in 10 seconds? I would love to get your thoughts. Is she checking a 2D radar, or do you think she is checking another monitor? We will provide both arguments in our video. Now, I want to get back to this female world record, as when Nadia is involved, it's just all fake news. The competition level is disgraceful. I have examined the entire game, and here are my observations. I was able to witness many back kills. She was shooting extremely low-skilled players in the back. This happened on many occasions. I was able to witness her friends that would join the game to assist her. When enemies would encounter her, some of them would not fire their weapon. Again, this happened on multiple occasions. The entire game was utterly embarrassing, and difficult to watch her get hyped killing toddlers before bath time. I am now canceling this world record claim, absolutely ridiculous. How can we take her serious? Those eyes are everywhere, while she hunts and kills extremely poor Warzone players. Now Kia's streamer's favorite phrase, after bashing little children.
Oh my god, we just got 45 kills in the dub. Let's go, baby!
Here is the fake meta rodent J-God, explaining how aim assist works.
And you can jump across my crosshairs, like run and jump out, like jump out the door.
Look how it doesn't track the enemy when he is not zoomed in. With that in mind, let's check this clip out. Look how her aim literally locks onto the foot of the enemy and doesn't move. Absolutely ridiculous. Again, her aimbot always seems to lock onto the foot with this e-girl. As her aim gets near the enemy and enters the aimbot FOV, it clearly changes and then locks onto the foot. I am going to drop an aimbot bubble overlay over now, to help you better understand this. Look closely, you can actually see the aimbot taking over and forcefully dips down and locks onto the foot. Since cheat software run at kernel level, it will never show inside Task Manager, something these streamers are well aware of. They do love to show their Task Manager though, which is always quite amusing.
Alright, here we go. Go ahead and clip it. Clip my task manager while you can. Because I ain't showing it again. Alright.
Here she is in the early days of Warzone when she was very below average. Her eyes never leave the screen. Here is her recent gameplay. Notice the difference? Yet, this wannabe actress claims to be the best female player to ever play Warzone. Is this a joke? When taking a quick look at her main account, I quickly realized this self-proclaimed best ever female Warzone player refuses to compete in positive KD lobbies. She likes to shoot people that don't shoot back. While I was investigating her main account, something very bizarre happened. Upon refreshing her stats, she has now made her profile private, so I am unable to view any of her games. I did find yet another Activision ID that showed equally suspicious statistics. There seemed to be endless bot lobbies while playing on both of these accounts and clear evidence of VPN boosting. I did find another account she has been using, however, this time she hasn't played on the account for 2 months. I am at this point suspecting a possible perm ban, but I will continue to research this.
It's definitely fascinating to see how these people just turn up and overnight they become sensations online. Somebody who has no history in the gaming space as such, but has actually competed in online tournaments. Somebody who has hit the Call of Duty Warzone scene and blew up overnight. Most of the people who seem to do this seem to have extremely suspicious gameplay, whether that's them using a VPN to get bot lobbies, or whether that's using a NetDoomer router to pick their geolocation, again, for bot lobbies, or whether that's to do with them using ESP wall hacks or Aimbot. It would seem the Call of Shame seems to believe that Nadia is suspicious of a lot of these things. If you want to check out Call of Shame's full video, it's linked in the description below, and I would suggest going and checking it out if this is something you are interested in. If we find out any more about Nadia potentially cheating in Warzone, or if Call of Shame has any more videos they want to put out, we will definitely keep you posted about them here on the BBB Gaming News channel. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on BBB. Over and out.